I forgot to turn on the thing. Oh, okay. Right. Another day. Another day of continuing doing Stygian. Being close. Well, just for a short YouTube intro, we're just going to continue. The title of the stream and the video is gonna be kind of funny, but yeah, we're gonna try to continue. I was watching Seven stream for a bit, and I thought to myself like, maybe I can add some sort of timer to put a limit, but I think we don't really have too much people who are going to attempt. So we're mostly continuing with all the different clears that we were trying to work on yesterday. I'm pretty sure I've only done like one clear, and that was like Angel's account. Let me check. According to the spreadsheet, yeah, literally just Angel's account because everyone else is struggling one way or another. It's kind of crazy though. Like, for me, it wasn't really easy, but I guess because I had Flint's one half and I had like the Veresama weaker team, then Shockblade wasn't a problem. Having Nuvolette is also not that much of an issue. Yes, I did read. How do I apply for the thing? I mean, you just have to let me know and I'll put you next in the queue. But don't give too much high hopes. That's all I'm gonna say. Because this current Stygian is so bad. Like, it's like if you don't have either Nuvolette, any Hydro DPS, and then another Luna character, we may as well just give up trying Fearless at this point because I haven't really seen too much videos on Stygian clears, but the ones that I've seen are mostly the characters that you would already know to be a part of the... what's that thing called again? Mostly a part of the Exalted ones already, which means people are using these characters for dire clears. And even if there are only really a few other options when it comes to non-shield clear, and that still requires quite a bit of vertical investment. Like just now before I started the stream, I was watching Seven please for a little bit, and I haven't tried C0 Arlecchino, but I'm pretty sure Arlecchino would want a minimum of C1 to be able to clear the dog. And preferably Shilonen, Kazuha, and Bennett, like just a mono pyro Arlecchino team with enough damage might be able to clear the dog. But that means that if the account doesn't have a full Luna shield team, then there needs to be another character or another set of team that has to deal with the Shock Trooper and the Crab. And honestly, it's just... we just don't have that many options. Like, the truth of the situation is that we just really do not have that many options. So yeah. I have Colombina, Inefa, Loma. Oh, that would be interesting. The full Notcry wheelchair team. But the thing is, like, do you have Melee Astra? Because I'm thinking maybe we can go jump into the DPS simulator. We do a bit of cogs, then just to try to do a bit of testing before we jump into Stygian to see whether it's possible or not. Because we can do a bit of the calculations to see how much DPS we need, depending on the situation, and then maybe we can jump into the Melee Astra, the DPS simulator that Cosmos made, and then we just see whether the numbers are just right. You do? Okay, perfect. Because I think from now on, what I'm going to do, especially for any... I know the PvP part. I'm going to jump in the simulation first to try out a bunch of different teams, and then we're going to try to use the ones that would best fit each situation. Nuvolette is going to be a bit interesting because of the damage calculation, especially for the crab boss. But yeah, we'll have to see. So this is continuing the other thing from yesterday. Wait, hold on. This one. Yeah. This one is a bit iffy. Like, you said you were close a few times, but it didn't really... It's not really easy. Okay. Did we try the Aino one yesterday? Because I'm thinking, like, this is the good team, right? That's my cat again. Hold on. That's a thing. I think we're just going to try the Nuvolette one again. The problem is Escoffier just doesn't get enough energy. Shenhe, at least Shenhe, I think I can try to skip Shenhe's burst, right? I think that's probably the best probability. But the thing is, Shenhe is more likely to get her burst before Escoffier. So maybe we can try to pre-funnel Shenhe's articles into Escoffier. And then that way, hopefully, maybe we can get Escoffier's burst up and try to get Skirk's burst as early as possible. Ah, wrong character. Yeah. This is definitely the clear. Because I saw a video where someone ran Aina, and at least I saw the team comp, right? And this is gonna be it. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That's one thing out of the way. Because it was very much possible. I think we just didn't have... You know, it's crazy how Aino is going to be remain viable. Because her AoE Hydro application is just that good. Because your Columbina is very much going to be reserved for a Luna team. So that doesn't mean Aino is any less worse, because no one else does AoE Hydro application whose name isn't Nuvelet. So it's stupid if you think about it, but it is what it is. I think Skirk, we can just hold E for later. The most important part is you try to pre-funnel Shenhe into Escoffier. Like maybe we hold skill. Check Shenhe ER, I'll check that in a bit. Shenhe ER is not gonna matter as much this time because we can try to skip the elemental burst. What we're trying to do is try to pre-funnel. Now, but the problem is when we focus on one elemental type over the other, that's the problem. Wait, why do you have C1? I mean, if you have C1, then that changes everything, really. Okay, if you have C1, then that changes everything. Now the problem is Furina doesn't have enough ER. That's a real problem. We spent too long. I think... Can we do one rotation without Furina burst? We can try to do one rotation without Furina burst. I feel like it's doable. Not quite. So we can't afford to do that for Skirp. Furina... What if we just forsake her damage for a little bit? And we just go for ER sense. Oh, look. A high CV ER sense. It's like you never lost the damage. Now, because we were able to do it the other day, but the problem is I'm still struggling with Crab without Nuvolet and Molani. Oh, that's going to be rough, though. I think it is possible, but I'm not too sure what characters can we do exactly. Almost there. Almost there. Not quite. Maybe I should just tap and do something else. Okay, we can get energy by here. Maybe we can do tap burst, tap hole. Yeah, I know. What I'm trying to do, I'm still not used to the wall cancel stuff because I don't have Skirk, so I don't have time to like practice the wall cancel stuff. I might need to rewatch the wall cancel video again. Yeah, it's because I feel like we have to just funnel it to Furina. I think it's the problem is Furina. Furina is the one that has burst problem. It's always the ER problem. I know what rotation exactly, but we need to make sure we trigger fast here. Do that. Do that. And we do that. We just try to funnel everything to Furina. Then we should have enough. And then all we have to do is just wait a little bit. And we can get that out of the way. Then try to tap that. Should get enough of this. The time is still worse though. I'm getting some weird lags. Okay, I need to watch the wall cancel video. Give me a second. This is just not. Where did I put that video? The wall because I'm not used to how to do the wall cancel. I know you can spam your mouse super fast to make the input come in super early, but I'm not too sure how to do the wall cancel, even if I know the combo. I know it's like N2D, N2D, N3W, and then just fit every other combo. You fit a charge attack at the end of the entry, but it just doesn't quite hit, you know. One unbuffed Skirk Nuke before the burst. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. But I still want to learn the combo though. Give me a moment. See if I can do it like this. Does that work? Oh, I have to show this thing, right? Okay, let's just jump straight to the actual intro.
So let's see it. Since we said that her second normal attack can be cancelled very quickly, that's where we will focus the most. N2D. That's actually the entire combo in a sense. We just want to spam that, but Genshin has a cooldown on how much you can dash, and besides, stamina can be a problem. So every 2 dashes, meaning every other N2D, we will use something that is not a dash to help us wait for the next dash cooldown. The first time we can use our burst to collect void drifts, and after that, that's where I will lose a few of you. Because another attack string that doesn't waste that much time is N3. However, to get out of this one, you will have to walk. So here's how you do it, very simply. Once your normal attack tree connects, you start spamming your movement key forward. When Skirk slightly touches the ground or even steps movement key forward. When Skirk slightly touches the ground,
When Skirk slightly touches the ground or even steps slightly, that's when you start attacking
or
again.
even steps slightly, that's where you start attacking again. And
So just press it really
with her
fast.
fourth normal attack, she will restart her string. This is the N3 walk. If
So you don't actually hold
doesn't
it.
suit you, you can also try to time it, and you will only have to press it once. A lot of people are scared of this, but personally I don't find it to be as bad as the rest of the execution. I will also include a combo that doesn't have any walk cancel, but for now, the full combo we're going to see is
Should be the same, right?
N2 dash,
N2D, N2D, N2Q,
N2 burst,
and then N2D into N3 walks.
cooldown, so again, N2 dash, N3 walk. We then take this bit and repeat it as much.
And then occasionally do a charge attack to absorb the void drift.
Drifts for stamina. Instead of N2 dash, we do an N2 charge attack dash.
Oh, okay. So you put it in the first string.
That's it. At first, it will sound overwhelming, but I wish...
Yeah, the unbuff Skirk new. I'll try to do it in
this when I started practicing it. Seeing the full string is very confusing. And as far as how long the combo can be, well, it depends. The better you can do it, the more of it you can do.
N2D, N2D, N2Q, and then N2D, N3 walk 2 times. And then after 2 sets, you do one charge attack into the first N2D, the N2CD, N2D, N3 walk, then fit another entry. Okay. So we're gonna try. Maybe I should practice a little bit, yeah? Let's try to practice outside of Stygian a little bit. Let me see if I can get the music back up. Where is love music? Let me go out first. I want to try this. It's too tough to do without proper practice. Yeah, the reason why I couldn't master it is because I don't have Skirk. Even if there is supposed rumors that Skirk is going to rerun, knowing how HoYo arranges their banners, it's very likely... Hi Migu. It's very likely that even if they were going to rerun Skirk, they're probably going to put her in the second half and not on the first half. I've never seen a shield, a very dedicated DPS that is run on the first half before their freaking support. Like, we got Inefa before... We got Inefa before Flints, we got Lorma before Nefer, and we got Escoffier before Skirk, 5.6 into 5.7. So I don't think they're going to do like, put Skirk first and then put Escoffier later, which means it's all the more painful because the next Stygian is going to have the Overseer device, which is very much the cryo shield enemy. So I'm just trying to think like, okay, I'm so excited to get Skirk, but that means I have to wait for basically 2 entire months, or maybe 3 whole months, just for the... No, yeah, 1 entire month just to wait for the rumors to be confirmed. And then if she actually does get redone, she's gonna be in the second half. And I'm gonna have to be patient, basically. Is the Shenhe build okay? If your Shenhe can burst, it's okay. The attack doesn't matter as much as long as you can hit 3k. And you can get away with this because you have FAF and C1. C1 eases the ER requirements by quite a bit. So let's see. We don't have an enemy. You know, do you have Melee Astra? Maybe we could test this in Melee Astra. There you go. Let's go test this in Melee Astra. I want to see what it's like. RIP mobile players, I know, right? Waiting on the Skirk. Yeah, it's painful, man. It's gonna be a very long time. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's nice that they update this though. I actually have 2 different calculations or 2 different DPS simulator. The other one is a bit not as refined and the UI is not as good, but there are some things that it does better, I think. Although to be fair, this one is receiving update while the other one isn't, so let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll try to do the regular rotation. We're just gonna practice. Okay, so I still need to freeze something. Never mind, I'm stupid. Okay, I'm kind of stupid. I forgot I still need Frozen to trigger the Void Rifts. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this. Let me do this. Okay. Let me see if I can test this. So it's like this, right? Let me just stop the thing. We don't need to see that. I think I get a feeling of it. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's not that difficult. So basically, whenever her legs tap the ground, you can basically press W. Yeah, when her leg nearly touches the ground, barely touches the ground, then you actually press W, which gives you the walk cancel. Yeah, when her leg touches... Okay, this is easier than I thought. You just have to press walk during that part, during the leg touching the ground. That's the most Ado song ever. Hold on. The YouTube chat's a bit... It's great now to have a proper testing dummy. Yeah, I know, right? That's a nice part. Here it is, the volume of the song, the way she screams randomly. Yep, that sounds a normal day of Ado, bro. That sounds like a normal Ado song, as always. But yeah, I think... Yeah. No, I mean, it's not that I am a future Skirk main. I'm not going to main Skirk, but if I can master the Malwika combo, then any other relevant combos is something I'm going to try to optimize. Maybe, like, sometimes I don't try to optimize too much of the build stuff, so... Like, whatever. Yeah, let's try. Okay, let's... Redo. Let's wait for the cooldown to come back. Enfield got me on chokehold. Malwika combo is harder than Skirk? Yeah, it is harder. But it also has just as much return than Skirk. But there's quite a few combos though. I think there was the one part that I couldn't get, which is the beginning of like the burst, the melt combo. Because after the burst, usually you can you can buffer your charge, and then it allows you to cancel the first charge, and then you go into the second one. I don't know how they're able to do it. I haven't seen a video yet, and maybe I need to practice a bit. But they're able to get 3 charge attacks off buffered instead of 2. So I couldn't quite get it, unless it's related to the whole charge attack buffer trick, which we use for the Hera. So yeah. Also, Arknight's Enfield is a thing. I'm not playing that, but hopefully that's looking good. Okay, let's try the test. I think I missed a charge tag. Huh? Should I test the regular combo first? What if we just tried the regular, like, off-brain combo? I'm actually curious to see the difference. They had a massive disaster of PayPal. I mean, it's not that they had a massive disaster of PayPal, but it's rather PayPal is a shit. It's just a bad... What's the word for that thing again? Payment platform? I still have a PayPal account that has, I think, $20, which I can't withdraw because it doesn't meet the minimum amount to be withdrawn to do a bank transfer to my own account. And if I do that, it costs me more to actually transfer the money, so I may as well just not do it. And even then, PayPal Malaysia is no longer... doesn't really have that much support. So it's like... I don't even have much use of PayPal because Malaysia, I think they pulled out of Malaysia, so the support for at least businesses that accept PayPal locally here just doesn't exist. It's mostly like an American thing, and I'm pretty sure Venmo is bigger than that. So honestly, if you're using PayPal to pay a bunch of stuff, yeah, you probably should have known it's coming. But I don't know. Maybe other countries have it better. Maybe other countries have it worse. Notably, mine PayPal doesn't exist. It's dead. I should not have made a PayPal account. Very much regrets, man. Oh, that one. Oh, that one's just on PayPal side too. The thing is, it's not really like Enfield's fault. It's just that Enfield figured out that this was a thing. We'll do 3 rotations. I feel like it doesn't feel that much different. I think this time maybe we try to do 3 rotations, right? This is Skirk with no burst, so the damage is much lower. How am I doing this worse? How does this feel worse? Do I have to press the mouse button as fast as possible? Am I just hallucinating or something? Okay, maybe I just need to do some optimization. Because I know Seven mentioned that spamming your mouse button during normal attacks actually lets the game process the input faster. So it's like a DPS increase. Does C1 Shenhe double skill stacks with trigger quota? I believe it doesn't. So that's why I'm trying to abstain from using 2 at once, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe it does. I'm not a C1 owner, but as far as I know, I don't think it does. Because both have separate quotas. How is it better? Supposedly, it just allows you to get more attacks in, but it's much more complex to do. I'm not seeing any like damage increase right now. It's like worse. About the same, if not worse. Unless I'm dumb. Let me try to do this. What if we try max burst? Yeah, let me just turn off the thing. There it is. Oh, hi. I feel like I've seen your name somewhere before. Yeah, well, you're welcome to stick around. How do I turn this off again? Alright, there you go. So we just wait another few more seconds. I'm not seeing that much of a damage increase. Maybe we can try a full stack Skirk.
データの時間よ。目の下もこの手に。
It doesn't feel that much better. The numbers. It's like very minor. YouTube is a bit delayed, yeah. I don't set any internal delay. I think it's just a like the plugin thing. Maybe we do 3 rotations and it'll be a bit better. I don't know. It doesn't feel that much better. Let's try to do the other rotation again. Yeah, it natively delays by a few seconds, even with minimal delay. We'll do over 3 rotations and pause a stop at the moment Skirk's thing ends. Maybe it's a bit better? Is it a bit better? Okay, let me try the optimized combo. I think I kind of screwed that up a bit. Am I retarded? This is worse. Granted, Shenhe is having energy issues. Because we're not doing double skill. Okay, I kind of screwed that up. Is Kirk worth getting into the rerun, or will she be power crap soon? No. She will not be power crap. And is she worth it? Until Snezhnaya comes around, which is going to be a very long time, I don't see Skirk being beaten as a cryo DPS. Because we're at a time where all the characters are being buffed, or at least in the process of being buffed to at least 80k to 90k DPS minimum. And the characters that are in the top meta right now, they're not competing for each other because there's so many different bosses made to shield different things that having as much teams in your arsenal actually benefits you. It's not about which DPS, top meta DPS is better than the other. It's a question of which shield boss are you going to have to deal with this cycle. Because that's just how it is. Like both Abyss and Stygian is the worst one, is really the best example for that. Because it doesn't matter if your Nefer is strong when you're going against something like the Overseer device. So unless you have like super high constellations or something, then you're not going to be using the fair against the overseer device. The guy's probably going to kill you before you can even kill it with the absurd amount of resistance that he has, you know. Last highlighted message, yeah, I know. It's the burst nuke thing, I know. I'll try one more time. And then we're going to try to jump into Stygian and see if we can get an actual clear for once. Because it's very doable, but...
食前に甘いものをこの手に世界の熱狂の渦にジャジャーほった競争よ決し最高の一品よ無に帰す力よ
I feel like I'm screwing up the rotation, but I'm not too sure. Okay, maybe I'm just bad at this, but I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. You launch Shenhe? Oh no, I tested in my own account. Not for Shenhe, but for Ricey and Ganyu, notably Ricey, Shenhe is just better. But yet again, my Shenhe is crowned with Calamity Queller. But I would say most of the time Shenhe will be better. Especially if you're running Escoffier, it allows you to run lower energy recharge for your Esco. Okay, unbuff. We try to pre-funnel. Make sure Furina captures all the particles. Escoffier will be arranged to capture her own. Because I think what matters is we need to break at least one shield before we do a full rotation. What the heck? There you go. Now we just need to start the rotation. Because I remember the rotation was something like that. Did we take too long? Maybe let's try to do the normal rotation. I'm not going to optimize her thing first. We need to reset Furina's skill. Hold on. Okay, let me just look at it. Only buff by Shenhe tap skill. I should have tapped skill. Half charge Skirk burst. No, but that means I have to... Double tap, huh? No, that shouldn't be... No, double tap wouldn't have it in time, though. Escoffier burst skills, Skirk whole E, okay. Skirk half nuke halfway along the way. One unbuff full Skirk burst. Only buff. Yeah, I do get that part. It's just the half nuke is the confusing part for me. Outgoing, we're just trying to get this run done. I definitely pressed the wrong button. Because I was trying to get the tap. Okay. You need to time it so that Furina skills a thing. No, it's just like... So we hold skill, we funnel this. Okay, no, let me just process my brain. Because the issue is, I need to go back to Furina and make sure both Furina and Coffee's skill is up. Because if it's not, then I'm just not going to get the stacks. Nice. I somehow proc Faf, that's Pog. So pre-funnel that. Pre-funnel that. Hold skill here. Tap here. Pre-funnel into Furina first. And we do that. We didn't even break the first shield, what the heck? You need to do Skirk half nuke before the auto attacks bang. You can use Columbina, Shock Troop, Columbina, Sucrose, Fischl, I know for the Shock Trooper, I see. Yeah, but we're, I mean, that would be nice, but not for this particular. First rotation, first shield, enough energy from the second rotation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Skirk half nuke before the auto attack spam. Hold skill into, no. Okay, let me just confirm how she gains her stacks. It's really just from hold skill, right? Hold again for the Fortified Serpent subtlety stacks. How does she gain it? Triggering Ascension, which is absorbing the charge attack. And yeah, it's only just really these two. Is Skirk struggling here with his Escoffier? Surprisingly. No, because I'm trying to understand how do you get a Skirk half burst? But Skirk doesn't gain enough stacks from one whole skill. So if we do two whole skills, we get enough for almost a full burst. So if I were to whole skill again, is that still going to be enough Serpent Subtlety stacks to do a half burst? How many? You need like 60 to burst? 50. At the same time, damage increase will increase blah 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 and blah 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 blah. 7 phase blah blah blah. That one is just the increase in that. And then based on each rift absorb increase Serpent Subtlety stacks. You want some rift and whole skill. Oh wait, does she create? Oh, she creates the burst. Oh, she creates rifts outside of that. I should have paid attention. Yeah, no, I know that they absorb. I'm just trying to understand whether the rifts are generated outside of a skill. Whole skill. Do that. Refunnel. Skill. That's the first burst. Break one shield. Still don't have enough energy, that's fine. Getting cut. Let's go. I get the point. Oh, it's... Oh, okay. So it's almost close enough. Okay, I see what you're trying to say, but... Now energy is a problem. Now energy is just a problem. Unless I absorb the rift early. I absorb the rift after I do the burst. After I do the first full burst. No, but even then I still have to time it so that I can get skill off cooldown. No, because now that I understand that I can actually absorb the rifts outside of a skill state. Still, big tunnel. Still that. Oh, that was close. That is close. I wonder if we can just Omega buff it enough to just break the shield from Skirk Burst alone. They fair without Loma? No. No, I got the rough idea. I just needed to understand how to get there. There you go. Okay, now I am slowly learning to optimize to become a Skirk main. There you go. Actual first real clear. Well, second real clear. Just needed to optimize things a bit, yeah. Ooh, man. It's just trying to make sure that I get Furina's skill up, Escofia's skill up, and also make it so that I gain Skirk half burst, absorb the rifts, and by the time I do her half burst, it needs to be, the skill needs to be off cooldown. Although, to be completely honest, right? I feel like if this, or maybe I'm asking for a bit too much. I am asking for a bit. Maybe if there was some optimizations here and there, it could be possible for Skirk to literally delete all 3 shields without even using a single normal attack. Because you guys saw that just now, right? Like, by the time we did the half burst, it was literally 10% left on the last shield. So I can imagine like there's some optimization in stats or builds. I'm pretty sure a more optimized Skirk run is able to break through all the shields without using the burst alone. Yeah, is this Mario Shosei? No, this is Finale Skirk. It's not Mario Shosei Skirk. So the crit rate, admittedly, I want to say crit rate's a bit low. And we don't rely on cryo resonance around here because it's just not reliable. Anyways, that is the first real account, which means I can actually put that into the bag. We can finally put the fries in the bag because the fries comes in the form of an actual clear. There you go. The second clear, I just need to look at the details a little bit. Let me do this. Did you not claim this? Oh no, it's just a weird thing. Okay, 114 seconds. Oh, 114. That's a bit more optimized than I thought. 112, and 94. So the total of your time, I pressed the wrong freaking button. I keep pressing F5. Hold on. 320 seconds. That's actually pretty fast, not gonna lie. Yeah, the second clear of all the few accounts that I've helped. Okay, next, how much was the Skirk DPS? This is not mine, but last I tested just now, the highest we saw was 109, 110k. This is the second account that we finally managed to get fearless. I don't know how to do the optimized like combo because I just don't really see the increase, you know. Maybe I can try to master it a bit, but for now I just need to wait until Skirk comes around and I get it to my own account. Okay, who was the other person that needs help? Sai. I think I've logged into your account before, so feel free to DM me and then we'll see what we can work with. We shall see what we can work with. Oh, that took quite a while, yeah. But yeah, the skill was like the regular, is it N2, N5, and then occasional charge attack was 108, 109. I think, I don't know why, but I tried the walk cancel combo and it just didn't feel right. I was getting a hang of it, but the damage just wasn't really there. In Discord, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I went to your account before, so just DM me to remind me who you are. Because, you know, usernames can be different. So that I can try to get back into your account and see what I can do to help. 3 to 4 hours optimizing combos is down to the shield. Guess I should make a video now. No, I feel like I think everyone else has already done it before. Because I remember watching some videos of the Skirk run against this particular boss back in like a few months ago. They did roughly the same thing. They did the same thing but the difference is that their Skirk was, I think, was it Charlotte Mona? I think it was just Furina Charlotte Mona, which is fucking goated. They ran this with Calamity of Issue, and somehow their Skirk is able to burst to 2 shields. I don't know how that's possible, but their Skirk was so goated, it broke through 2 shields in a single full burst. So the last shield was just a joke. Alright. We'll just chill here. You can try if you want. Your own account? What's the details of it clear again? Because your account will be the one that I will vividly remember until you get one of the two. The llama-less Nafair and the coffee-less Skirk. It wouldn't be possible. I can try, but no hopes. Nafair without llama is, especially against a Luna Shield boss, is gonna be quite rough. Yeah, I mean, I'll get to your account in a bit. I'll just go for one of the YouTube viewers first. And speaking of which, I should probably clear out the redemption. Ugh. I still have a freaking canker. Not clanker, by the way. Not to be confused with clanker. So I have a little freaking hole in my mouth. And it hurts. Not fun. It's annoying. I need to drink a bunch of water because I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated. So is there anything new that we heard about the league stuff? Oh yeah, you can just message. Yeah. What else? I can't find our chat. Can you tell me the user ID or I can share you my Discord ID? But if you're in the server, you should see me there, right? Then you should have the option to click my profile, and then there should be an option to DM if I believe that is the case. Let me see if is your Discord username the same as your regular one? Is this even correct? No, that's... Oh, that's a random person who messaged me to join a random Discord. So random. I mean, you can just let me know what your Discord name is, and I can try to search the conversation. I haven't set up the commands on Discord. Are you already in the Discord? Just wondering, because I feel like I've helped you in your account before, unless I'm misremembering. Oh, I nearly did my own account details. Check chat updated. Yeah, I saw it. Don't worry. I have 3 screens, chat. I can see them. Don't worry about it. I don't think so. I can't find your channel. Okay, hold on. Let me just open up the invite link. I'm still working on the channel update stuff. It's just that today I'm taking the day off for editing So eventually the Discord will be set to public. Hopefully my target is to open up by this weekend because I have a massive plan that I'm trying to work on relating to content creation. Let's see, how do I get the invite out? Set to, I'll give it an hour. Just make it nice. Generate new link. There you go. Copy paste that over on the YouTube chat. Bam. Audio stream of 128 kilobytes. Wow. They're really skimming on the freaking YouTube stream, isn't it? Okay, what we doing? What we doing? Let me see, how many accounts do we have? It's crazy how we only had 2 accounts. The first one is Angel, and somehow the time is worse. To be fair, I didn't optimize it, so it is what it is. Trying to think. Shop's account, I think the trouble is the Molani team or something. Actually, did he even have Molani? No, his account was cooked because he had no real Hydro DPS. You know the sad reality about Hydro DPS is that the only good ones are just Hydro. The only good ones is just Nuvilette and Molani. Like no one else. Oh, you're also part of the Flip server. Puripu desu. Are Malaysian people friendly? Mostly, but depending on where it's at. I want to say for the most part, yes. But as someone who lives in East Malaysia, I cannot speak for West Malaysians. So that's what I'll say. Hey, 47. Yeah, I do see you. Just send me your details and your region, and then just be ready to check your email for the verification code. The region is the most important one because I don't want to accidentally start the game again because I went to the wrong region. Oh boy. You know, I was supposed to work out today, but I felt so lazy. It's like when you spend too much time playing Genshin, and just for once, I just want to stop talking about Genshin. Abyss here clearing first. Yeah, I can do that later. Maybe after this. Oh, so you're the one who followed me on Twitch. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know, like YouTube feels like, okay, Twitch just has more interactive stuff, but YouTube just has a much better VOD format. I think that would be the right way to say it. Because like, granted, I don't, at least in YouTube, I have the option to not turn on ads because apparently if you monetize your stream, there will be ads. So I try to give YouTube the benefit of the doubt because don't really care too much about the money stuff. It's not like my streams are that big anyways. So I try to give an advantage to the YouTube frogs. So if they watch the stream, there are no ads. If there are ads, then that's definitely not me. Okay, verification code. Thank you very much. Oh God, 47 is here. Ah, yes. The one way you should remember 47's account is the Flints with, okay, the Ineffaless Flints that is R1, which you might think it sounds okay, but then it's not even Night Sky, so crit rate be gone. Crit rate be gone. But once that Flint's build is fixed though, with like proper 4 Night Sky, then it would be a bit better. Yes, I remember your account. Do you actually do your dailies though? Or like, do you just like, I assume you probably have some IRL commitments so you don't have that much time to log in. It's kind of like Zombie, but Zombie only recently got a real life commitment. YouTube Premium is more common than Twitch Turbo. Yeah, I know, right? Because I feel like Twitch doesn't reward the people who pay for their own platform. Because I know that this is a thing. Because I have the not the content creator. What's it called again? The Twitch partner. I'm a part of the Twitch partner program. I have the option to turn on ads even for people who are subscribed, regardless of what tier, which is like weird. It's like they so like it's like they already pay you. They already technically subscribe to your stream or your channel to try to bypass the ads, and now there's an option so that even the people who pay don't get rewarded. It's like I'm just genuinely questioning, like, is Twitch even trying to get any sort of money or something? Ooh, okay, this one's gonna be interesting. Okay, so your issue is this one. Innefa is down here. Okay, so you use Innefa for here. How good is your Maui? C0R1? Crown? Triple crown. Good. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm? Okay, I gotta do something. I'll be back in a bit. Oh yeah, I can try to do it in a bit, but I gotta do something, so I'll be back. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. Now, should I test this in the calculator or should we test the math team? Okay, let me think. How much HP does the guy have? I have 12.4 million, right? So if we do simple math, is it 18% of the HP? Let me check. Where is this? Home DG cat. We will home DG. I got exposed for posting pictures about going to a live event, and now I'm afraid of getting banned. Home DG cat. Truly a moment. Okay, the current one has 12.4 million HP. The birds have 18% of the HP. So 0.18 times 12.4 million. 2.2 million in give or take 15 seconds, right? Let's say 15 seconds. 150k DPS. Ain't no way you're doing this to me. Wait, no. Luna reaction will take 3 times of the original damage. The health is 45%. Hold on. 5.58. Is it 1.3 mil? 1.8 mil. 100k DPS? Maybe? Yeah, we can try to check the DPS calculator, but let me just try from practical use. I'm not really sure if Nahida here is the best course of action. Because we're going to be triggering Luna Bloom often, right? I guess there's Deepwood. I can't use Fischl. There is no Inefa. Huh. It is basically Luna Blue. The cross is already used. Ooh. How good is your Arlecchino? What happened to your Arlecchino? Who died for Arlecchino? Wait. Did you kill your Arlecchino for Inefa? That is... Wait, no. What is your Inefa using? No, that doesn't make sense. Why is she using Night Sky? Is this on-field Inefa? Oh my god, this is on-field Inefa. Okay, that's bizarre. What happened to your Inefa, man? The team doesn't struggle much. I've tried. I have Bina's signature. Yeah, like what happened? What happened? Who died for your Arlecchino? Is it your Koran? I'm seeing your Koran on 4 Gladiator. He still has a Pyro Goblet, so that's great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she did. Someone definitely died. This is a freaking case here. You already have C1. Let me just try this team. Let's see whether it can clear first. And then we'll see what we want to do afterwards. Yeah. We're just going to try this. Because you have C1 Arlecchino, so it could be a bit more viable to run Arlecchino Mono Pyro instead. Urgh. Yeah, this seems not it. 122, yeah, 123 he goes away. Okay. It's such a shame that you have Columbina, we can't use it though. Haven't tried this yet. Trying to play this Soviet song sounds about right. Too early. Okay, I should have let it go a bit earlier. I didn't get them when I was spawning. Aura Columbina doesn't do as much for her as you think it is. At least in terms of damage. In terms of energy, maybe. No energy. We were this close to greatness. We'll probably react on the later half. We'll get energy someday. Just try to p-funnel this. Bro, we were this close. Oh my god. I did too early again. Okay, around 150. No, it's doable. It's doable. I just need to break the shield to see the DPS. $151. I know what video you're talking about. That's why I'm trying to replicate it. I'm doing Mono Pyro because that's the one I want to work with. We could technically try to do the Melt variant, but... we'll have to swap around for EM Sands. Hello, normal attack. Oh my god. I feel like I have to break my mouse for this game to actually receive my input. What is math aiming though? What is math aiming, bro? What is math aiming? Oh my god. Step one. One L, what is one L? I have a bunch of point redeems that I don't even remember what they're even for. They have like no function. We need to get the fall damage. I need to wait for him to do the thing again. Oh no. Oh, never mind. He's quite delayed in doing that. Because we need 2 rotations for that. Are you kidding me? It's doable, but I miss time when he's gonna come back. Yeah, unfortunately, Mono Pyro is just not quite there. I think my best shot is probably Melt. Splendor on Kazuha? What? What? Surely it's not Freedom Sworn, right? Surely it's Freedom Sworn. Oh my god. We just missed one burst. The hell, man. Aquila, Bennett in Stygian. Bennett having ER problems? Yeah, definitely, definitely. Is this really Splendor? Someone must have used to own Faf. Oh, yep, that's exactly what I thought. Hold on. Yup, I know what video you're talking about. I don't even have to look at the link. I'm If it's Rododo's video, then I know what it is. Oh no, it's not Rododo's video. Tabi Bito C0R0 Columbina DPS. Okay, let's see what this is about. So it's not a Maoika melt team. Interesting. That is mysterious. Nah, Kazuha lost his faff, that's why. Okay, let me see what is this.
A new moon rises. Grow, grow, grow. Sharing my knowledge. Our bond is strong.
For the everlasting forest.
Surge. Committed to memory. The temple of wisdom. This way.
With one heart, we pray. Branch into
A moonlit night for all.
Can't wait to see the build.
one heart.
It is R0 though, so I'll give it a bit of faith in it. I'll give it a bit of faith. Okay, so it breaks that. Okay, it's probably gonna clear. How much time will it have left? 4 or 5 seconds? Yeah. 5 seconds. 40k HP, Proto Amber. If I see a top 5% build, I am going to... That's a Witsif, isn't it? Hold on. That's Witsif. Yeah, that is Witsif. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, it's not a natural Columbina. What about the units? Witsif Wandering Even Star? Witsif Faf. Witsif Faf Deepwood. Standard Llama. Yep, that's a standard llama. Okay, 4 gilded. That's interesting. Is this instructor's cookie? No, probably not though. Oh, silken. Okay. That's a lot of swapping and a lot of effort. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that, I get chat. I don't know if I want to do that. It involves way too much swapping. You just give a fair artifact to it. Yeah, exactly right. It's like I look at the stats and I was like, this is probably not Kagura, so it's very likely Witsif. And then I look at the artifacts and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to swap that many artifacts around. I'm just not even gonna bother. Okay, our second failsafe option is actually to try not Columbina, sorry, Arlecchino. Although I'm not sure if I'm very confident about that. Because if I steal this, it's not going to work. There's no 5-star option. Unless I'm cope enough to do this. Because that will ruin the whole Inefa thing. Because I feel like what we could do is we can still bring Inefa up here. And then somehow find a way to break down there. Like down here, you know? I doubt any of the accounts here can do that. Yeah, man. Just get like top 2% Nefair. Top 2% Nefair artifacts and yeet it to Columbina. Isn't SMS better on Llama? For energy generation, yeah, probably. Because Nahida's obviously running Deepwood. I mean, they probably ran Gilded because they were running some sort of hybrid crit build. That's probably why. No, even if I swap Kazuha's sword, that's not really the problem. We just don't have enough DPS. And if I want to do that DPS build, that also means I have to swap artifacts. I don't like swapping artifacts, especially on people's account, because I don't want to keep track of anything. How's your Yansan? Only C2, okay. At least it's workable. Because I'm only thinking Arlecchino, Maoika, and that's the only 2 things. But if I take Homa from In Nefa, it's just not gonna hit. I think our next best option is to run. Wait, do we even have Silali? Shit. Okay, Rosaria is dead. Oh, yeah, that's not a good sign. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Wait, is there Escoffier? Oh, Escoffier is down there. Okay. Okay, melts out of the table. Wait, no, Sitlali. No, Sitlali is down here. Okay. You know what? What we could try melt, but I'll have to. What is the Nuvolite build? Does the Nuvolite really need the Sitlali? Is the Nuvolite a problematic one? Or is it just a... It's a regular Proto Amber Nuvolite. Okay. 999. That's okay. Because I could retry this run with another unit. And then we can try Math Melt. But do you have EM Sands though? No. We can still make it work, but the damage is not going to be as high. Just slap a Shilonen in Sitlali's place. Yeah, but the... Wait, no, let me think. 20, 55, 75. We default to 55. 3 bangs it back to 14. 15. 15 plus 36. Is your Shilonen crown? Only 33. 33, 15, 48 rest shred. Nah, I don't like the odds. Shilonen literally doesn't do anything else. Damage bonus, I think I can probably get away with Sucrose or something. And I mean, worst case, we could just run a random... No, that's not quite right. Yearlan, I guess Yearlan would help a little bit. I think what we're going to do is do this. And then we'll try to run Yearlan of sorts. We just need the Hydro. Mona might be a bit too much time. Yearlan will be good for the damage bonus. Wait, this is C0 Novelet though. Do I need the interruption resistance? Let's see. Let's try to clear this first. Your time says, I mean, it depends, right? Because, like, if you don't understand the enemy mechanics, then maybe it's just not gonna hit. Maybe the numbers isn't gonna explain itself. So we're just gonna do that. And just do this. Do that. What is that crit rate? Nuvilette just missed 4 crits in a row. Excusez-moi, what the fuck? Nah, doesn't need her. You just have to focus the crab and you're good. There you go. Because if you only focus the big crab, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake because the little crabs, it's basically the bloom crab. It's basically just the bloom crab with the bloom seeds. You can focus on doing damage on the main body, but his downtime is so little and his resistance is so high, unlike the bloom crab, that you don't want to focus the big guy. Yeah, Math has an EM sense on Gladiator, but oh yeah, it's offset, right? Okay, so we can try to run an off piece. I'm just gonna remove all of this because... Okay, Hazel. Hazel, any better ones? 10-10? How much is your current crit rate? 1023. Crit rate can afford to lose 3. Which means we can probably use the Hazel one. We don't need any more crit rate. Is there any better ones? No? Okay. I lose 10 crit rate for 53. Should I optimize that for 30 crit damage? We'll try this one first. This one should still put us at 60 crit. 60, 210, 270 EM. Okay. Weapon is R1. We maintain that. Now the real question is, what is your Sitlali build? ER Sans. We are in dire need of ER Sans. You're running ER Sans and you only have 168. Gee, that's not gonna fly, dog. That is absolutely not gonna fly. Okay. Scroll of the Heroes of Cinder City. NEER. Ooh, it's on Yansan. That's not good. NEE. It's on Yansan. Okay, this is such a Shilonen piece. That one's the same. Any onset ER sans? No? Okay. EM, no ER. Okay. EM with a little bit of ER. Oh, Kazuha. Any spare favs? I guess I have to pray to God that Kazuha crits and gives energy to Sitlali. If Sitlali doesn't burst, we're gonna have to press the reset button, man. This is a Eula moment. Yeah, this is not gonna fly. You know, Star Caller is such a scam because it increases your EM by a lot, but her shield is gonna break very fast against enemies that are at a high level. It's such a scam. Ooh. Oh, we can run Sack Frag. Yeah. We can run Sack Frag double skill. Hopefully we have enough to burst. But that means I can just start with Sitlali's skill early on. I don't like swapping faces on viewers. I really don't. Because I've and I go back to it and I'm just like, what's wrong with this thing, you know? Okay. Okay, yeah. The damage is there, but I think the application's a bit off. The problem is I pressed skill twice. I think I just need to press skill once. We press skill for the pre-funnel. Too early. 28% damage bonus if your shield doesn't break. The moment your shield breaks, Star Caller is literally just a worthless weapon. What am I doing? Just put a Fav Codex on her? Yeah, I mean, we'll try to use Sag first. Worst case, even if you use Fav, we still need to trigger crit. That's a problem. At least if I use Sag, I can just double skill, so it's not a... So I can still get the energy. Okay, fuck all combos. Oh yeah. Now Sitlali is a problem then. Wrong button. Maybe I should use an EM piece for more damage bonus, but we have scrolls, so I don't know about that. I feel like the rotation's too low. The rotation's too slow. Ooh. Zyphos. Maybe Zyphos could fix our problems? Why is it so little EM? We need all the... Oh, you don't have a second piece. Wait. Hold up. Okay, this is a wrong piece. There you go. Now that feels a bit normal. Okay. So, as much EM as possible. R1 Zyphos. 10% ER. Maybe that will help Bennett. Just maybe.
絶妙よ契約を果たせ
Oh, Sack didn't proc. Oh, that's great. Bennett bursts on hope and dreams true. There's a meme in our stream where every time a character doesn't have enough ER, we just say that they burst every like 3 business days or something.
手加減なしよ
Because it's true though. They burst every 3 business days, but it's on a Thursday, so you have to wait until Monday for the burst to come around. Yeah, this is not... You know, we just that one slither away. I think maybe what I can do is... Because the old combo is not very optimized, what I can do is after the burst melts, the first rotation I try to do normally, and then afterwards I try to do the CD combo. I'll try to do the CD combo to get as much damage as possible, because I feel like we can clear it in a single rotation.
さあ働きなさい 手加減なしよ悪用の力を思い知りなさい
Oh, TNC. Should I just go mono pyro and ignore that part? I guess I'll have to put the faff in the bag. Wait, it's only one faff. We only have one faff. Okay, hold on. You know, I hate it when developers release signature weapons that don't give you any energy refund. At least Columbina, they're not stupid, you know. Columbina, they're like, okay, Columbina cares about her burst, so her weapon will give energy refund. And then you look at characters like Setlali and just like, wow, your weapon gives you so much damage. Or like Splendor, like Farina Splendor. And it's like, wow, look at all this damage you can gain. But, and then you ask like, but what about our energy? And it's like, what energy? Oh, these developers, I swear to God, man. Design a character where the burst is the main source of cryo application. Releases a weapon that doesn't give energy at all, because it's okay, guys. Everybody runs scrolls, right? Surely 6 flat energy is gonna help you in the long run. Surely. This one doesn't have ER. We don't even have that much ER rolls. That's a problem. 182 is Sack Frag. It should be a bit... Okay, this is Star Caller, so I'm gonna reset back to Sack Frag. If I take Codex... Oh, we can technically take Codex from Nahida, right? Will I proc the thing though? I'm not too sure. Nahida isn't being used, right? Yeah, Nahida isn't being used. 1 faff in 2025. Nah, yeah. Please proc faff. I timed it wrong. Hey there. Hello. What if I include Shilonen? If I use Shilonen, that I'm not sure if the damage is enough. Because it's going to be redundant to run through Scrolls user. I can run Instructors, but Petra is cringe. Not everyone got the fall damage. That's cringe.
キッズパパそうよ
Oh, great. The last guy is... Okay, great. Great, the last guy got knocked away. I should hold back on the rotation. Loma's FTP weapon or Aetherlight? Yeah, Aetherlight gives a bit of ER and EM, but EM is not the most important part here. We just need to have enough ER. The shield doesn't matter.
加減なしよ
And it proc Faf? Oh my god, we got Faf. Oh, we didn't get all the fall damage. That's fine.
悪用の力を思い知りなさい
Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. How is Stygian going so far? Not painful, but just annoying. Because the stars have to align for things to work. Like Sitlali triggering Faf, which she didn't. And I missed that timing again. I should really stop talking. Two piece is better. Hold on. I need... Too early.
土見のよ契約を果たせ
Why are there flies in my room? Why are there mayflies in my room? Well, that was so good too. We had Codex. We had Codex proc for once. Oh. Why are you over there? Okay, maybe I shouldn't skill on Bennett. Why are there mayflies in this room? Where are these mayflies coming from? Okay, I should skill immediately. From your cat? My cat doesn't even go out. What are you on, bro? Must be all the Soviet Union songs we're playing, bringing back the days of the old ones.
口封じは任せたからね
It'd be nice if they're all grouped up, though. Faf mouth just so Bennett can burst? No, I'm not hearing you out. At that point, may as well just make Bennett the DPS and it.
クチトラリキッズパパそうよ
I didn't pull strong enough, but we didn't have enough time. Where are these flies coming from?
手加減なしよ
Why is that guy so suspended?
悪用の力を思い知りなさい
I shouldn't do that. No, you have to understand. The entirety of this house has mosquito nets. Even mosquitoes rarely come in.
さあ働きなさい
It's annoying because that means there's like a gap in the hole. Double skill will take a bit too much time. I could try to do that though.
手加減なしよ 口封じは任せたからね
I feel like Mono Pyro had a better chance though. I don't know. I could run Side Sword Kazuha. Or do I try to go for 9 more crit damage? Is that even going to matter? 9 whole more crit damage. Surely 53 crit rate. Surely 93 crit rate will surely crit. Oh, it's on Kazuha. Never mind. Even worse, I can't take it. The grouping and grouping and the thing is like the problem is when they're mid-air, the staggers they're still considered as floating, so they get staggered. Very annoying. So every time I just have to skip Bennett burst. Oh no, Bennett skill, not Bennett burst. And if you can't clear it by the first rotation, then it's just a bit unfortunate. Wait a bit. See, it's like just a slither bit left. Mono Pyro was much easier because I didn't have to deal with Sid Lally burst. And energy problem is one thing, but because we don't have access to Trilling Tails, so it just isn't quite there. The video uses double skill on Kazuha to group. I know some people can use double skill. We could probably try Sacrificial now. But it's still just a matter of the damage. Because I feel like if we don't clear it by the first rotation, or at least get close, then it's just not going to be there. Xingqiu's not used it. I feel like Kazuha has been swapping weapons for as long as I can remember. Splendor is on God knows who now. Imagine if they allowed booking. Wow, that's a good rotation. Papillon is a good guy, I know, right? I saw the meme in Discord. You know, maybe Papillon wasn't so bad after all. Both are ass, yeah. But to be honest, no, Papillon was also quite annoying. Even with burning, it just doesn't break fast enough. But hey, I guess no one really minded Magu Kenki having a shield in it. I still remember, was it Magu Kenki? No, that wasn't Magu Kenki. Wait, was it Kenki? Kenki was in Stygian, right? I feel like I vaguely remember a Kenki with what's the word for it? Kenki with a shield. Kenki never had a shield? Okay, I'm dreaming then. It's just Papilla then. Imagine they add Kenki and we're like, yay, Magu Kenki! And then they just add like some shield mechanic. Just like the Cryo Operative. But fortunately, Cryo Operative we can cheese. Which is kind of stupid though. He has never been in Stygian, thank goodness. Notcry Shield versus Natlan Shield. Natlan Shield, we thought Natlan Shield was bad. And then Notcry came out, and then it's just like Notcry Shield is just on a whole level. Not only do you want the support for your DPS, now there's another support which is also best in slot for your DPS, and if you pull for more than one, if you pull for multiple Luna characters or Luna, you're not pulling for the character, you're pulling for one portion of the team, which means you pull half of a 5-star. You're not pulling for a quarter of the team, you're pulling for half a 5-star. Unless you want to, and even if you could say, oh, I don't want to play an Nefa, and Theory Crafters say you can go for Signature or C1 on Flints, so that you don't need an Nefa. But by then, the amount of pulls that you're spending sure you save resources in building another character, but you're still spending the same amount of poles and probably money to get equivalent of 2 5-stars. In the worst case, like 3, like signature is 300 poles, worst case scenario. So at that point, it's just like, are you really winning though? Are you really winning? Hydro Taopa had a white shield. Yeah, oh yeah, Taopa had a white shield. But hey, Taopa had vape. I still remember the only 4-star clear I released on my channel was running a full overloaded team with DPS Chevreau. Running a full overloaded DPS Chevreau team against a Talpa and managing to clear that on Fearless. Fontaine 1 support, Natlan 2 support. Yeah, Fontaine is like not what is it? All for one. Not all for one. Luna Cry is all for one. Natlan was one for all. Or Fontaine to that extent, right? Natlan is like, you use Maoika, you just use a bunch of different teams. Even if their best in slot requires another Natlan character, but it's not mandatory as proven by the community for the past year. It's like you pull for one support, that one support literally fills a gap that hasn't been filled. Like Shilonen is an alternative. Sid Lali is literally the best off-field cryo applicator of AoE. What other supports do we have? Maoika's literally goated. Escoffier is now a thing. Skirk does Skirk stuff. Natlan 2 supports. Man, Not Cry wants you to have all of the same team. Okay, let me think. Let me try to do this again with Sacrificial. And if that doesn't work, worst case scenario, we're going to try to do Mono Pyro Alucino. Because it is C1 Alucino. It's not the right character. We're gonna cook for 7.0. If you don't have this character, you just get insta-killed. I mean, I'm joking, but at this point, they may as well just do that. But obviously, they're not gonna be obvious about it because people are not gonna be happy. 1/3 of a total DPS per banner, true. And that's a bit too early. I believe in Faf. Why did you go back? What is wrong with this stupid chicken? Bro did a backflip to ungroup himself. Can they just make an enemy that's just a DPS dummy that stands still? Like, I would be so happy. And they didn't get full, okay. I'll try this a few more times. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna try the Alucino team. I love the game's auto-targeting system. Okay, yeah, we're not. We're just gonna try Alucino. Screw this, man. All this swapping, it all comes back to Alucino. Okay, Alucino, I'm gonna need you to do the good stuff. I'll put Bennett first, and then we're going to steal Koran's artifacts. Where are these? Hey. Where's the Bennett? There you are. Because this is C1 Alucino, so I have a bit of faith. Oh wait, we don't have a weapon. Okay, what's a 4-star weapon we can work with? Not even White Tassel level up. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna have to cope. We're just gonna have to cope. Wait, could I do a rerun on this one? No, I feel like I can. Okay, let me try without Homa first. Ah, hung. Well, I have never seen this weapon on a single account. But it kind of says a lot that it is on an account. So, yeah. Any other better stuff? Nope. Oh, 10. What the fuck? That's actually pretty good. We'll take Cloran's artifacts. I believe that to be the best option right now. So we have no stats. Where is the crit rate? So if I use this, we still don't have no crit rate. Wakata desho. Wait, what was your old build? Was it Gladiator? Ain't no way, this crit rate is way too low. The crit rate is way too low for Gladiator. It's not even 60 crit rate. Oh! White Tassel isn't level. There's no death match. You did run 4 Gladiator, right? I'm not high, right? Or this is 5 Gladiator, so it is a crit rate circle. And that's on Furina, okay. I don't know what happened to Kirara, but something happened to Kirara for that to happen. Okay, looks a little bit okay. Not as good as I want it to be, but it's a bit okay. It is Constellation 1. Not Crown normal attack, but that's fine. This one should work. Why not Homa? Because it's on Minerva and I don't want to swap artifacts first. I'm going to try a few runs without having to use Homa for Minerva. But worst case scenario, we'll probably have to do that. I'm used to Kazuha on slot number 2. I was like holding E on Shiloda and I was like, why? Where's my pull? Where's my pull? And I just see like, wait, Kazuha just changed his gender, like what? Kazuha fucking changed his gender. It is doable. If I can just stop targeting this stupid dog. I run with 70 on Alucino. I'm going to hurt myself. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but could be better. Yes, I'm the kind of person who expects 80 crit rate out of an Alucino. Why are you there? I can't repeat my own Alucino dog clear. It is possible, but the grouping is very delicate. I have to not interrupt the birds when they're midair. Oh my god. $85K? Yeah. It's C1.
No, 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 no.
風の行く先をみんながそばに権限
Where is the damage? Vortex? Yes, you are looking at the right weapon. I just can't get around farming artifacts. I mean, if you don't have anything else to do, you may as well. Just gonna do this so that I can do this. How did we even do that? Okay, you know what? We're redoing the Nefer run. This Arlecchino does not hit like a C1 Arlecchino. This Arlecchino absolutely does not hit like a C1 Arlecchino. And I absolutely hate it. Wait, no, we haven't clicked the start button. Wait, hold on. So it's not even gonna refresh the thing. Okay, what does the stats look like? Little bit better. Still don't like the crit rate. If Arlecchino died, how the heck did the snap sound came around? It's called ping. The animation happens, but the death is registered a bit delayed. It's happened twice, I think. I think once it happened in a video while I was recording. Okay, let's see what's the damage. Okay, I did the dum-dum. I did the dum-dum. I did the dum-dum. I'm gonna hurt myself with this Bennett. Bennett, 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 Bonobo, Bonobo, Bonobo. I'm holding myself back a lot. Okay, the Skyward Blade. Perfectly fine Skyward Blade there. Okay. So 280 ER. Oh, you sweet, sweet summer child. Oh, you can burst now. Oh my god. Watch. Watch us get skill, like burst immediately. Oh my god. He did it. He got the burst. Wrong button. But that's fine. Not fine. Oh, hey, Omni. I saw you on 7 stream just now. I was watching it. Funny enough. Oh my god, burst! I missed time. No, that's fine. Yo, can you swap? Yo, can you like swap to Bennett? Sorry for making you struggle. It's fine. It's fine. Just please stop using Aquila. Thank you very much. Unless your Bennett build is like top 1% 280 ER with Aquila, which is, I want to argue, almost borderline impossible. But hey, you never know. That damage buildup is delayed. Well, I saw. Someone went pog with the membership stuff. I still don't have any advantage for having members on my channel, which is the funniest part. Every Aquila Pavonia Bennett uses to be executed. You know, I know it's a joke, but at some point, like, the more I do these runs, the more I disagree. If you have Skyward Blade, just use Skyward Blade. Like, Aquila doesn't benefit you enough benefits to be a massive damage increase. What am I doing? Maybe I have to reset Shilonen first. I have to reset Shilonen first. That's probably the best thing we can do. Because the damage drop-off is way too steep. Oh! 1 HP and a dream? Okay. He iframed that, but that's fine. No. It's not it though. Okay, no, I need to rest a bit. My hands actually fucking... Like, my hands actually hurt. No, clearing the shield does not mean it's enough DPS. Oh, I'm getting carpal tunnel with this shit. Fucking hell. Mawika Melt doesn't quite fit the criteria. How do people do that combo? 1, 2, 3 into dash, and then final into dash, final into dash. Hmm. One last time. And then I'll probably have to move on to the next one. Math on second side. Yeah. Because I'm thinking we could do math. I mean, I said we could do, but we already did.
じゃあ行くよ
We're getting further away. The heck, man. No, the problem is we're getting further away. I should burst on the other side and try to pull him back on the second rotation. Nearly died, but we're fine. I don't think it's enough damage. Yeah. The thing is, the crit stats are good, but... Well, actually, everything except for the crit rate. I don't like... 70 crit rate on Kino is a bit of a scam. Put this account down, yeah. I don't... It's kind of doable. It's just missing that last bit. Maybe not C1 Kino. I think maybe C2 would make it much more comfortable, but don't use this as an excuse to go for consolation. I think Maoika, I could probably optimize it to get the clear, but the DPS just doesn't feel like enough. Doesn't feel like it's enough, despite having C0R1. I'm gonna have to put this account down, and we're gonna have to move on to the next one. Yeah, it's a bit rough. Who was the one that's next again? Oh, Nico. Nico. Ni. Let me take a sip of water. Do I do Dire Abyss? I can try, but I mean it's Stygian. Oh, you mean Abyss? Oh, actually no. Let's take a break. By taking a break, we're gonna do 47's Abyss because that is the definition of a break. Go to Abyss. So smart. Wow. But Abyss shouldn't be as bad though, because I believe that account has Flints, so Luna reactions is gonna be a bit chill. Let me just go to the next one. I forgot the details on the clear though. I'll probably have to look at the vault later. Okay, let's go Bing chilling and do Abyss. Agreed. Abyss is chill. We live in a society. What a life. Abyss is more chill than a dog. Yeah, fuck that dog, man. Holy. Thanks for trying. No worries. I think it's just missing the last bit. Maybe if you, I mean, I don't know if you ever you've been through 7 stream. maybe Mr. 7 even, or 7 please. It's not 7 even anymore. Maybe 7 is gonna, maybe 7 can help you better. He's definitely a way better player than I am because I don't know the exact combo for the, I can't quite get that last charge attack for the Maoika melt combo. Because I know with really good artifacts, you can probably reach up to 200k DPS, which is more than enough to get the clear, but refund, yeah, basically. If it's not a clear, I do not accept the point redeem, whatever the heck it's called. Okay, this one is okay, yeah, this one is Columbina. Oh my god, is that Columbina? 0 artifacts, bro. Okay, any budget artifacts I can snap on? Lost Prayers? Actually, no, that's Proto Amber. Orbit of Morning. What the fuck? Give her Silkens. Anyone who runs Orbit on Columbina is delusional. Doesn't matter who it is. It's just delusional. You gotta look at the cogs, my dude. Why is this recommending crit damage? Oh, actually no, that's fair. Yeah, he cares more about the crit stuff. Okay, random crit damage piece. Go do you. And we only have 3 Silkens. Actually, I should get the 4 Silken buff. Go. Oh my god, it's a crit rate circlet. Okay, it's kind of okay. She'll burst every other rotation, but who cares? It's just here for Flints anyways. Okay, who for first half? Alright, why am I asking myself? Do I choose Nuvillet or do I choose Maoika? Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice. Oh my god, is this R1? Oh shit. But what about the math? What about the math? The math is R1. Oh my god. Okay, who has better stats? Jokes aside, who has better stats? Yeah, this is mid. That's a mid math. I've been screwed over by Akasha standards, but that math can be way better with 1000 Blazing Suns. Oh, there's Skirk. Oh yeah, there is Skirk. I'm just gonna use Nivelette. Wait a second. Is this another Skirk with no Escoffier? Oh wow. Okay, it is. It's the Mona build. Oh yeah, that Skirk is bricked. That Skirk is 100% bricked. Okay, what do we run? I don't even have to run full fleece anymore. You know what? This is the team. If you can't choose, may as well run them both. What's my cat doing? I mean, if you can't choose, you just run them both because fuck my life, am I right? Okay, what are we gonna run here? Sucrose? Is Sucrose a real unit in this account? I do not see a Sucrose. Sucrose is a dead unit. Okay, Kazuha it is. I guess Columbina will do a bit of damage. Ascendant Gleam, buff, Red Shred. To be honest, I don't give fucks anymore. Let's get this done. Everyone is dead in the water. That's a second Skirk account that I've seen that doesn't have coffee. Feels bad, man. It's okay. Skirk can work in the overworld. Copium. Wow. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I think that's overkill. Oh yeah, that's way too overkill. If you can't run one, you gotta run them both. Hell yeah. Wait, they just randomly teach. We're doing Luna Crystallize. Chat, we're doing Luna Crystallize. Let's fucking go. Is this Zibai? Where? What is energy?
さん月よ輝け
お静かに目を閉じてなあやっぱりそれを地の底へ風を知れ目を閉じてほら地の底へ
Luna crystallized. Holy rainbow of not cry. Columbina's gonna be doing 30% of the team's damage. Let's go. Oh my god. Wait, I shouldn't do this. I should do this.
止める勇気はあるか土に目を
And then we do
契
this.
約を果たせ口封じは任せたからね石煙に葬られよ光り輝くがいい
私は帰ってきた
I don't have to do anything.
アクセル全手加減なしよ悪友の力を思い知らさこの天下で裁く世界の熱狂の渦に手だ
褒美を垂れろ大松となるがいい
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be overkill, so I'm just gonna do this.
さあ働きなさいシトラリンキッパパ石煙に葬られよ
Oh yeah, Mandragora. You mean the next world boss? I haven't fought that boss yet. I don't know what he does. I mean, I know he splits himself, but I'm curious to see how that goes. Mew. Mew. Stay still? Oh, never mind. Satch. Is that Freedom Sworn? Do I actually get benefited from this?
お静かに夜ですね目を閉じて夜ですねマイ
じゃあ行くよ移して
I shouldn't even need to do that.
ほらお静かにほら暗闇は怖いですか
Luna crystallized, let's go!
お静かに目を閉じて夜ですね
Sandrone. Innefa before Not Cry. I mean, Innefa before Not Cry was just better than Fischl. Now that Fischl got buffed, she's still good, but you're so tied to the Hexarray teams in order to be able to access the 45% attack. No, actually, 22.5% attack, 90 EM and Electrocharge, both if you run over Vape. And you still, now more than ever, you want C6. Which means if you run Hexarray Fischl at C5, you know, you shouldn't even play Fischl until you get C6. It's kind of like a Xingqiu situation. Except, yeah, it's actually just a Xingqiu situation. It's not Faruzan being worthless. It's not like Faruzan level where without C6 you're just worthless. But it's like you have access to only 60% of the character's kit or potential, and the last 30 to 40% is just locked behind C6. Like Xingqiu, energy refund, extra damage, extra hydro application is just locked behind C6, just simply there. Fischl, let's see. 4-second longer downtime for smoother, what do you call it? Smoother rotations. Custom targeting, removing it from the regular turret behavior, because C6 not only allows you to do the machine gun OS, that targeting system essentially changes from pre-C6, which means if you target that one enemy, OS will literally just target that character, even the regular interval hits. and now your freaking Hexerary buff, half of it is locked behind C6. So it's like, forget about Yansan C2 or Faruzan C6. You don't get these characters at C6, you're not gonna use most of the character. Cookie C6 is just nice to have, but there were a few times I could count by hand where having C6 is such a massive. Like, it actually helped me stay alive. Oh my god.
口封じは任せたからね。太陽の本能をお披露目だ。光り輝くがいい。
騒ぐな。私は帰ってきた。褒美を垂れろ。
We're just running Mono Pyro at this point.
世界の熱狂の渦に遠くを。手加減なしよ。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。この天下で裁く。
大松となるがいい。騒ぐな。
光り輝くがいい。アクセル全。
褒美を垂れろ。私は帰る。
Please no. Goodbye. There you go. Is Mono Pyro in the room with us right now? Lumao. No, yes. Half. Ah, that's fine. I'll just do it.
ほら、お静かに。暗闇は怖いですか。自身の心配をしてください。
Okay, I'm retarded. I should have used Shilona's healing.
止める勇気は絶にめよう。契約を果たせ。さあ働きなさい。悪用の力。この天下で裁く。世界の熱狂の渦に
騒ぐな。大松となるがいい。
アクセル全開。手加減なしよ。
I don't know what's happening, but I think he's dying.
光り輝くがいい。お披露目だ。スラリンキッズパパそうよ。太陽の本能を加速すると。
高き。私は下げず。褒美を垂れろ。
This is truly a team of all times. How did I dodge that?
歌え。僕の
With Wind Rock.
この天下で裁く。
Go, Math. 10 out of 10 team agreed. I don't know what's happening, but something's happening. Get the free Electro. There you go. I think I did include that strategy in the video.
目を閉して。暗闇は怖いですか。ほら。やっ。はっ。やっ。はっ。せい。
Colombina will burst someday. I'm surprised Colombina actually has the ability to burst.
地の底へ目を閉して。暗闇は怖いですか。や。
響け。格のね。流れて。
お静かに。暗闇
Ah,
は
we're
怖い
good.
ですか。
This is too relaxing. As I'm mashing my normal attack away, trying to do the C0 Flints combo. Like, that's like a thing that I could do.
夜ですね。
I managed to do that.
早い。月を
You doing a thing already?
お静かに。地の底へ。ほら。自身の心配。
Ah, we're fine. The guy has like no HP anyways. Your sacrifice never mind. Is that a wolf? Yes, that is a wolf. The Glacial Ice Wolf. Very clean. Flints died for our sins to get this 36 stars. Yeah, that's the chill. That's the chill part. And now I have to go back to think about Stygian and get depressed. I don't get depressed though. Because I just know the truth. Okay, let me reject that one. That's that one. Mark that as completed. I think I did see I'll have to go EU for the character flex, right? Yeah, I'll have to go EU. Let me just go out first, and then I'll open up Encardo Network. Hopefully, Encardo Network actually loads this time around. Because for whatever reason, every time I stream, it just doesn't want to. It's just like, okay, I'll take 3 years to load, like Akasha. Okay, it actually loads this time. That's fascinating. Reaction time, nah, I'll give it maybe another 15 minutes. Maybe one more count for like 20 minutes or so. Okay, what we doing? Oh, I was on the right thing. Okay. So, Epsilon, Skirk. You know, your name being Firefox, the first thing in my mind is Mozilla. Ooh, that's a decent Skirk. That's a very good amount of crit damage though. Okay, C6. Every time I see C6, my brain always automates by R5. This is what happens when you watch a bunch of fucking whale content. You're just like, yeah, I see C6, I automatically think of R5. And then when it's not R5, I'm like, oh, okay, not quite whale. Not a Leviathan. Not DHC who has C6 of every single 5-star. Yeah, it's first come, first serve for the React stuff, but yeah, we'll put it on for a little bit. Ooh, attack percent. That's nice. Yeah, because I want to say you could get more CV, but how much is the total CV we're looking at? Oh, the thing is, it doesn't count the CV, right? Oh, that's kind of dumb. You know, that's the one thing I have against Enka. It doesn't count the CV that you gain from circlets, so you have to calculate things manually. So this whole number doesn't include that. That's pretty high substats though. 106 point. So we're looking at what, 168.7? 168.7. How much are we looking at crit rate wise before Israelite? 94.2, so minus 6 plus 0.1. Is this a 250 CV build? You know what? I can just do the math. I'm too late. 106.5 plus 62.2. 168 plus 94.1. Yeah, that's it. This is a 262 CV build. It depends on what team you're running though. Because when Skirk didn't come out yet, a lot of the calculations were not assuming consistent cryo resonance. Because, you know, I mean, against enemies that are freezable, it's okay. But against bosses, that 15 crit rate may as well not exist unless, I guess you could say, yeah, if you run triple cryo, if you run Shenhe, Escoffier, and Skirk, I think it should be consistent enough to maintain the resonance. But even then, I do feel like the crit rate could be higher. Because doesn't Azure Light give you like another 20 or 40 more crit damage from just meeting the requirements? What's the highest number? I didn't calculate, I see. Highest nuke, 10 to 12 million. Yeah, I don't know how high C6 can be. Let's see. Weapons, Azure Light. I'm pretty sure there's a requirement in the passive that gives you crit damage. Elemental skill, 24% attack, 0 energy, increased by 24%. Yeah, another 40% crit damage. Honestly, the crit damage is, I would say, not overkill, but the opportunity cost into crit rate is not quite there. So we're looking at, we ignore cryo resonance, you're looking at a Skirk that is 74 to 97. Which is crazy, yes, it's 300 crit damage. But at some point, when you go beyond about 250 to 260 crit damage, you're better off investing in other stats unless Akasha tells you that, oh, unless Akasha tells you in that specific team where you will gain more benefits from rolling into another. In this case, like, it's a similar situation with my own Molani, because my Molani is like 60 to 70 or something because her weapon gives a lot of crit damage. But she has so much crit damage that my flower has less CV but more HP percent roll. So at least this one does have the attack percent, but I think the crit rate, honestly, the crit rate would probably give you the massive increase here. But I guess when you have C6, I don't know how much DPS would C6 be expecting. You can look at GC sim right now. There should be some calculations for C6 skirks, I think. Not documentation. This is C6 R5, right? 987. But this one assumes C6 of every support though. Is it even fair for me to assume that first rotation nuke 900 almost 1 million DPS? The AT C6 map and C6 Skirk comparison, Skirk 1 and the nuke damage. I mean Skirk's nuke does a lot of damage. 6 was Llama, I know, right? C6 Llama. Well, what are the support numbers are we expecting? Do we want to assume like 0 consolation on the supports? I could go for more crit rate, the feather's replaceable. Yeah, you should probably go for more crit rate. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good build. 260 is in the realm, almost in the realm of unicorns. Unicorn is basically 270 CV, but also that's a really nice goblet. But not having enough crit rate, I've done viewer clears since probably around Sumeru times, I think. I don't remember I don't think I did viewer clears during the, because I started streaming around Inazuma's release, and I only did viewer clears around Sumeru. And from my past experience, characters that have, honestly, having 80 crit rate is a very comfortable amount of crit where you can invest into crit rate past that point. It's kind of like for crit damage, right? If your crit damage is already 250 with all buffs active, then you're better off going for crit rate. And then if your crit rate is already 85 or 90, then you can focus on crit damage. And if both stats are, let's say, 85 to 50, then you can focus on the third stat that the character relies on, which in this case is attack percent. 24% attack here would be around, let's say, 250, 208. So we're looking at 200 and 2328, 2.3k attack. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I would say just go for more crit rate. If the feather is replaceable, then I think what you can do is you can just go for something that pushes you to at least 85. Because at least if we consider cryo resonance, it only gives 15 crit rate. So the highest you can pull is you try to go maybe 2 more rolls into crit rate, push this to 80 minimum, then I think you should be seeing quite a decent improvement. Especially with something like burst nuke Skirk, right? Because how many times does Skirk hits? Does anyone remember? I'm just gonna look up Kaching mains, see what they say. It's a Skirk. Not that Skirk. Isn't it like, is it 6 or 8 times? How many hits is this? Okay, I don't see the multiplier. Multi-hit nuke. Okay, it doesn't say the exact number. 7 or 8 times? Yeah. Next stream, when? Cancel my account, Stygian. Maybe next time. We'll see. Maybe next week. But next week... Oh, no. Next week... No, there's no theater next week. But actually, no. Theater... Wait, no. January is... How many days of January has? Is it a 30th, right? Or 31st? Okay, that means we don't have to deal with theater yet. Which means we can probably still do most Stygian clears next week. Can I afford one more account? No, I think I'm just gonna take a break. I'm just gonna call it. Yeah, but I would say just try to get a higher crit rate for your Skirk. Maybe if instead of 7.4, maybe you can get a 14 crit rate average. You should be able to push it to 80. You'll lose a bit of crit damage. Let's say any piece with 14 crit rate, you're looking at 14 crit damage. Unless you have a 48 CV piece, which pushes it to 20 to 21 CD. So you won't lose that much rolls. But to be honest, the weapon already gives crit damage. If you can, maybe go focus on crit rate and attack percent, and I guess have some crit damage along the way, and you should be seeing a decent improvement. Burst hit 6 times on C0 if Consolation doesn't change it. How many times does Consolations make it? Like, well, what are the consolations? Your passive talent, every Void Rift, you get the additional charge attack instance. Okay. Wait, are you telling me Finale deactivates? Wait, did he just say Finale this thing deactivates the gallery set? Let's see. A boost to personal damage, the damage consists charge attack, which means consolation, so it doesn't benefit it doesn't benefit from the gallery's damage bonus. That's so funny. Skirk set is one of the funniest set because nobody else can use it. After using the skill, she gained 10 additional points. Ooh. The damage of this burst will be increased by taking up to 10 extra. Okay. 12 seconds after unleashing this special burst in the skill mode, she gains an attack buff. So basically, this allows you to do a short hole burst nuke skirk because you only need 50 points to burst. That's pretty good. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy though. This one doesn't matter. I mean, enhances the effect of the attack buff. Okay, the attack buff just becomes stronger. Usually attack stuff, this constellation is far weaker than others. Okay, what's C6? Everything absorbed will grant her the special in one of the unique stacks. She can consume stack to initiate coordinated attack and decrease the damage that she takes in the special skill mode. It lasts 15 seconds, maximum 3 stacks. So what's the description? When you use the special burst, the unique stacks will create coordinated attacks, basically just more burst damage, basically. So she consumes all to initiate one. So instead of, it's only one, so it's not multiple. Okay. She uses normal attack in the special phase. It will be consumed. Her third or fifth will launch more coordinated attacks, which does blah, 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 blah. Considered normal attack then. When she takes damage, it will also be consumed to decrease. It's basically like a funny version of Cloran C6. Let's see. It'll decrease the damage and attack nearby opponents, which is considered charge attack. That's a lot of words for something very simple, though. Okay. Interesting. 5 times slash and 1 final hit. Okay. So C6 adds another additional one whenever you consume all stacks. And then when she uses normal attack, N3 or N5 will get another coordinated attack, which is considered normals. But if she takes damage, the stack is consumed to gain 80% damage reduction to that attack. And another coordinated attack, which is considered charge attack. The charge attack thing is so funny. It's like they don't want to buff it, you know. It's like, hey, it's nice that you get additional damage, but you receive like 0 fucking buffs. You receive buffs out of everything except for her own artifact set, unless you're running Mare Shosei. If you're running Mare Shosei, you're very much it's easy to overcap with C0R1. So, yeah, honestly, I think higher crit rate will be better. Just push this to 80. And yeah, honestly, that's really it. Just push it to 80 crit rate. This is a very good build. This is definitely easily top 0.5%. If we're looking at 260 CV, I want to say, I don't know the exact number. It's minimum top 1. Absolute minimum is top 1%. But yeah, getting more crit rate would be nice. Anyways, YouTube. I think that's it for now. Really. I try a bunch of the different accounts. We'll continue more Stygian stuff next week because we have yet to get the theater reset. Thank God. So I have a bit of free time. But other than that, YouTube frogs, I'll see you guys next week. If you ever need help with Stygian, you can always ask here. But if I'm not here, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other content creators to do Stygian stuff. 7 Please is one I would recommend because he's one of my go-to guide creators for all the niche content. So yeah. All right. See you, YouTube frogs. Okay, YouTube.